Fellow Dominicans, the last thing you need right now is another lecture. So, this 45th independence message is a heart to heart reasoning from Team TUD to you. While it is true that Dominica and Dominicans have endured tremendous challenges since attaining political independence on November 3rd, 1978, and especially the past 2 decades, our team's focus is on the next 20 years and beyond. Fellow Dominicans, I would like to categorize our last 2 decades as the foundation on which our future is built. And if that be so, we must embrace those past challenges as the impetus to future successes. Dominica is not a lost cause, as some have suggested. Instead, Dominica stands resolute as a gem in the Caribbean region, and the rest of the world. A gem which has not lost her shine through the injustices of some of her citizens, especially those who have been trusted in positions of leadership, honor, and respect. As we observe 45 years of political independence, let us forecast for 45 years of prosperity in the future. Some of us won't be there to see the next 45 years, similar to those who began the journey 45 years ago and are not here today. Nothing lasts forever, and no one owns the autonomy of our nation's power. Dominica will rise past her challenges, but we must agree to take collective actions to help together. We sound the call of unity, the kind of unity that is all inclusive and progressive. Unity is enshrined in our name, mission, vision, and operational modus operandi. Team Unity Dominica has been and will continue the unambiguous call for there to be the unity of purpose in our efforts to resolve our nation's problems. Let us unite with all our differences. Let us unite for one cause, the cause of fixing our nation. But in order for us to do that, selfishness and partisan sectorial attitudes must be shed. We are not asking for parties not to exist. What we are indeed proposing is that parties consolidate their strengths by working with other parties to gain additional strengths. This is the immediate fix. Fellow Dominicans, we cannot progress if we do not approach our challenges together. We are not making satisfactory progress at present. We have not progressed as we should have over the past decades. So those who would have been at the vanguard of our nation's power, both in the majority and the opposition, cannot be the ones leading this new progressive change. We need a new plan. Fellow Dominicans, TUD has a plan for you to consider. The very timing of our independence message, away from the celebrations, the glitz, the glamour, the endless noisy spectacle and facade of jubilant contentment, the bling, CO, and momentary drowning of our sorrows, is indicative of our intentions. Our message is not cloaked in promises and fancy deliberations. We offer ideas that will help to heal our nation. The youth represent the center pillar of our plan. Care for the elderly, agriculture, land use policy and the economy, road infrastructure and modernization, health, wellness, new industries, entrepreneur, heritage protection, inheritance, procurement, wealth acquisition, and population growth through the diaspora and the other four pillars of our plan. Fellow Dominicans, we started our discussions on Dominica's road infrastructure, beginning with the enhancement of Roseau in partnership with China as a strategic partner and friend of Dominica. If you review our past two roundtable programs, you will learn of our plans. We welcome you to keep following the roundtable live social discussion every Sunday from 3 p.m., as well as our other traditional media initiatives, which will be launched in 2024 for a breakdown of our development plans. For good measure, let me appraise you of some of our key ideas. One, our main idea will support Dominican's reorganization. We will use the proven and very wise skills of experienced Dominican citizens to develop our island's infrastructure. Experience will guide our nation's growth because the seniors know the topography and history of our island better than any other. Every future development will be undertaken on the strength of the advice and counsel of these persons. The vulnerabilities which have been observed in recent infrastructural development, including roads development, could have been avoided had we relied on our people's wisdom, expertise, and experience. The onus is on Dominican developers to develop Dominica, and any contracts which will be executed will feature Dominicans in all key areas. Two, TUD will place an embargo on the sale of land. Instead, we will institute an island-wide land use lease policy as part of our overall national land use initiative. Agriculture will form the cornerstone of Dominica's economy. And if we were in office, agriculture would be the main economic earner by our 50th anniversary of independence. This would be achieved through meaningful investment in the sectors and the procurement of market and transportation for export products by air and sea. Three, healthcare would be modernized and Dominica would become a wellness tourism destination to boast of. New ideas of entrepreneurship will be encouraged, led by the youth, of course, and we would purge some of the old and failing business tactics from the current ways of business operations. TUD would take Dominicans to new horizons of development, but this will depend on a united effort. Four, wealth acquisition and inheritance protection will be real and practical endeavor under TUD government. Our program will be the antithesis of what is currently being promoted in the name of inheritance and wealth inheritance. Fellow Dominicans, one cannot inherit wealth on reliance on the government, in which would have known welfarism and in Dominican's context, hyper reliance and dependency to result in wealth accumulation for far less inheritance. Our plan will empower and encourage Dominicans to work and invest to achieve, own, promote, and manage their own wealth. TUD's plan will produce at least one Dominican millionaire each year. As I mentioned before, please follow us on our social media and be part of the discussion on TUD's development initiative. Better yet, be part of the team and let us build Dominica together. Our mission is one of hope. We offer hope because our people have generally lost hope in the system. Thankfully, it's the people who control the system, which are still and uninspiring, and not the system itself or the country by itself. Fellow Dominica, there's much to hope for. Invest in you. I believe in our people, and I know the majority of Dominicans want to protect our blessed land. Let us work together to get rid of the old guards who have misused their authority and the others who have failed to inspire. It is time for a new Dominica under TUD leadership. We live in an actor's paradise where some play pretense through the anguish and pain. I know because I have been in the trenches. I know because I experienced the same pain as many of you. I know because you confide in me. You share your stories with me. We laugh together. We work together. We hustle together. We cry together. We suffer together. So let us achieve progress together. As I end, let me say that hope will let us get to the finish line of despair and the commencement of our dreams and realities. As long as there's life, there's hope. So let us commit to supporting each other as we grow from our present predicament. The 45th anniversary of Dominican's independence has come and gone, and we are about to revert to the same old practices of the past quarter century. Is this what we want? I do not think so. Saying happy independence seems as a common cliche. Many Dominicans have not been happy for a while. So let me wish you a productive post independence season. I want for you what you want for yourself, and I'm prepared to assist in leading this new progressive journey. Let us take that journey together. TUD offers a future of hope. We can do this together. I thank you.